Hello yogis, yoginis. Today we're gonna do a different type of class. We're gonna focus on yoga for injury, particularly if you have a cast on your leg. We're gonna be doing some stretching exercises on our leg as well as on the upper body. We're gonna work on some therapeutic exercises to strengthening the legs, and then we will also work on some relaxation exercises. So let's get started. We can close our eyes and focus on our deep and long breaths. Trying to sink in for the practice, trying to focus, trying to come into this present moment. Last few breaths here. Slowly, we're going to start extending the right leg, bending the left leg. Interlocking the fingers, we're going to grab with both hands our left knee. Take a deep inhalation. On the exhale, we're going to pull the knee towards us. We may feel some tension on the hip flexors and on the psoas on the other leg as well. Here we want to try to create some movement, some stretch into especially the leg that we have the cast. Even before taking out the cast, if we want to have a faster recovery, it's recommended to start using that leg even before we take the cast out. Deep inhalations, remember feeling how the spine naturally lengthens. On the exhale, trying to pull the knee a little bit closer to our chest, making sure the right leg is fully extended. Last few breaths here. And slowly release. With the right hand, we're going to grab the outer left knee, and on the exhale, we're going to twist, bringing the knee to the right, extending the left arm to the left, trying to maintain both shoulders grounded on the mat. On every exhalation, if we feel comfortable, we're going to try to bring the left knee a little bit closer to the floor, emphasizing the twist. And we may feel some tension on the outside of the leg, maybe on the glutes. Making sure we release tension on the exhales. Last few breaths here. Good. On the next inhale, we're going to come back to the center. And on the exhale, with the left hand, we'll open the left leg sideways. You may be able to gently place your foot on the mat. Otherwise, if it's feeling uncomfortable or painful, we can use the strength of your leg to maintain the foot away from the mat. With the right hand, we gently press our right hip down in order to maintain both sitting bones grounded. That will create a little bit more tension on the left hip. Making sure we inhale deep and exhale slow and long. Last few breaths. And one. Slowly come to the center and exhale, release. You can place a pillow underneath if you feel it's too much to place the foot on the floor. Otherwise, you can maintain it on the floor. We're going to switch to the other side, so grabbing the right leg just to maintain that balance. Inhale deep on the exhale, pulling the knee towards you. And at the same time, this stretch will also affect the left leg as well. So here we're feeling tension on the hip flexors on the left leg and the psoas on the right. Maintaining deep inhales, remember long and slow exhales, if you can on the exhales going a little deeper. Last few breaths here. Trying to see if you find any particular area that it feels quite a lot of tension. We can stay here and try to hold for a little longer. Once you're ready, we're going to release on the inhale with the left hand grabbing the outer right knee, and on the exhale we're going to twist. Extending the right arm, placing both shoulders grounded, and on the exhale trying to bring the right knee closer and closer to the floor. Trying to emphasize the twist on the exhale, helping with the left hand to press the knee down. Of course, without causing any pain, just some tension. 2 more breaths. And slowly coming back to the center. Inhale. On the exhale, with the right hand, we open the right leg. Left hand pressing on the left hip. Inhaling deeper, exhaling slower, longer. Allowing the muscles to relax on every exhale. 2. And 1. Slowly inhale, come back to the center, and exhale, extend both legs. We're going to now move into a little more active exercises. So we're going to work on strengthening the legs. Okay, taking a deep inhalation. We're going to bring both legs up, 90 degree. On the exhale, bring the legs down. Inhaling, legs up. You can place the hands below the bum, or you can place them on the mat, depending what feels best for you. On the exhale, going down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhaling up. Exhale down. Last 2. Inhale up. Exhale down. Once last, inhale up. And exhale down. Okay, now we're going to do some holding. So we're going to take a deep inhale, bring the legs 90 degree. Making sure the sitting bones are grounded on the mat. Holding here for 3. Strong legs, make sure the quads are engaged, the hamstrings are engaged. 2. 1, slowly bring the legs a few degrees down for 3. 2. 1, slowly bring the legs a little bit more down for 3. 2. 1, slowly a little bit more down for 3. You can look to the toes by bringing the head up if you prefer, otherwise maintain the head down. 2. 1, slowly a little bit more down for 3. 2. 1, almost to touch the floor but not really for the last 3. 2. 1, and release. Inhaling deeper and exhaling slower and longer. For 3. 2 more breaths. And 1. Good. We're going to start working now on the abductors and adductors of the legs. Okay, lateral movement. So we're going to start facing, I'm going to start facing to the camera. So you can see, I'm going to place, in my case, the left leg, which is the one with the cast, gently touching the floor, but I'm not going to press down with it. Making sure the right elbow is parallel to the right shoulder. Okay, so I'm not using too much weight on my upper body, making sure the upper body is open, you know, the chest is open, the abdomen is gently engaged, and we're gonna start lifting the right leg. You can place the left hand also on the mat. We're gonna do some repetitions here, inhaling deeply and exhaling slower and longer. First, a little bit of movement. Up and down. Remember, deep inhalation, slow and long exhalations for about 10 seconds. And when we finish, we're gonna take a deep inhale, slow exhales, try not to hold the breath, and we're gonna maintain the right leg up. For 3, 2, and 1. Slowly releasing. If you feel comfortable, you can bend your right leg and try to bring your heel towards your bum, feeling some tension on the hip flexors here. For 3, 2, and 1. Slowly release. Maintaining the same position, we're gonna work on the left leg before changing sides. So we're gonna bring the leg up on the inhale and down on the exhale, similar that when we were doing with both legs. Okay, take a deep inhale to bring the leg up. On the exhale, bring it down. Okay, it doesn't have to be so high, it can be here. Okay, as soon as it's tension for you and as soon as it's a little bit challenging, you can stay there. So inhaling to come up, exhale down, inhale up, exhale down. Try to create controlled movements. Okay, we don't want to go fast, we want to go controlled and slow. That is what will create a stronger foundation. 3 more times here. 3, 2, and 1. Once we reach up in the last time, we're gonna hold wherever we are for 3, 2, 1. Come halfway down for 3, 2, 1. Halfway down, almost touching for the last 3, 2, 1, and release. Okay, we can turn around. In my case, I'm just gonna turn so I'm still facing the camera. We're gonna repeat the same procedure we did with the other leg. Okay, with the foot that you don't have the cast, you can place it on the mat a little bit more strongly. Remember, same thing. So we're gonna inhale to bring the leg up. On the exhale, leg down. Okay, if you want to do it slowly, or if you want to do it fast, natural breaths, deep and slow, and you can bring the leg up and down for about 10 seconds. Trying to create some strength and some endurance in the leg that probably, as we are not moving it so much, is going to be quite weak. Okay, once we finish the 10 seconds or the few breaths, we're going to take a deep inhale, slow, long exhale, and maintain the leg as high as we can. We're going to hold here for 3, 2, 1. Slowly release. Okay. Then slowly, if you can, we're going to bend the left leg in this case, and we're gonna bring the leg closer to our bum, the heel closer to our bum. If it's feeling too much tension, or if you feel your heel is hurting or your ankle, depending your injury, you can skip this. Okay, otherwise we're gonna try to bring it to the bum, feeling maybe a little bit of tension on the hip flexors. For 3, 2, 1, and slowly release. And we're going to start doing the same thing with the right leg. Take a deep inhale to bring the leg up. On the exhale, bring it down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. exhale down. Good. Last two here, inhale up, exhale down. Once last, inhale up, exhale down. Okay, on the next inhale, bringing the leg up, we're gonna hold for 3 deep and long breaths. Remember, 2, 1, slowly coming halfway down for 3, 2, 1, almost touching the other foot for 3, 2, and 1. Slowly relaxing here a little bit. We can lay down. Maintaining deep inhalations, long and slow exhalations, remember. Good. 3 more breaths. And 1. Slowly from here, with the help of the hands, we're gonna sit down and we're gonna come into all fours, tabletop position. Okay. There are many things that we still can do even though we cannot move our foot or our leg. So we're gonna first start with some work on the legs in this kneeling position, and then we'll move into a more upper body exercises. So we're gonna start extending the left leg back, okay, in this case the one that I have the cast. If you feel comfortable, you can extend the right arm forward, not necessary if you lose balance. Making sure the right knee and the left hand are pressing strongly down on the mat, we try to reach farther with the right hand and try to extend the left leg back. For 3 deep inhalations, remember. 2 long and slow exhalations. And 1. Inhale deep on the exhale, try to bring the elbow and the knee together. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, together. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, together. Last 2, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, together. Once last, inhale, lengthen. And exhale, together. Slowly place the hand, the knee back on the mat, and we're gonna switch to the other leg. So extend the right leg back. If you can, right leg back, if you can, left arm forward. Not necessary here, especially because we cannot balance as much. For 3, 2, keep pressing with the foot back, with the left arm forward. 1, inhale deep on the exhale, bring it together. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, together. Inhale, lengthen. Make sure the right hand is strong. Exhale, together. Last 2, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, together. Once last, inhale, lengthen. And exhale, together. Slowly place the knee, the hand on the mat. Okay? And we can rest for a moment in child's pose. Allowing the sitting bones to go down towards the heels. Remember, you can always place a pillow underneath the foot if it feels too uncomfortable without it. Try to extend the arms as much as we can. Walking with the fingertips forward and forward. Bring the sitting bones back to create some extension, some tension on the shoulder, especially if we're using crutches. It's quite useful to work on stretching all the arms, the shoulders, because they will be quite stiff from from walking too much. Allowing the forehead to go down to the floor. Trying to create more extension, lengthening on the inhale and the exhale. Trying to ground. 2 more breaths. and 1. Slowly from here, we're going to take a deep inhale. On the exhale, walk to the right side. Okay? And again, on the exhale, try to ground the sitting bones down. We're going to feel especially the tension on the left side of the torso. Feeling that side stretch. For 3, 2, and 1. Slowly inhale to walk back to the center, and on the exhale, go to the other side. For 3, 2, allowing the sitting bones to drop, melting, feeling more tension on every exhale, trying to release that. And 1. Slowly inhale to come back to the center. We're going to come back into a kneeling position into all fours. Again, walk with the hands forward. Without bringing the hips down, we're going to try to maintain the hips parallel to the knees. Allow the chest to melt down into a puppy pose. Maybe your head will not touch the floor, that's okay. We'll still feel the tension, just focusing on allowing the chest to drop. If your forehead touches the floor, that's great. If you feel more comfortable, maybe you'll be able to place the chin on the mat, looking forward, or maybe if you're super flexible, your chest will go down. Keep lengthening through the arms on the inhale, trying to ground the chest on the exhale. For 3 more breaths. 2, and 1. Slowly walking back with the hands, coming into all fours. We're going to do a gentle twist here, trying to feel some relaxation on the shoulder blades. Take a deep inhale to bring the right arm up. On the exhale, bring the hand in between your left arm and both legs, extending the left arm forward. We may feel some side stretch as well, relaxing the head, the neck. For 3, reaching forward and forward with the hand, with the left hand, and trying to bring the hips gently to the right. 2, and 1. Slowly bring the hand back to center. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale, bring it back. Switching sides. Inhale, bring the left arm up, and exhale, place yourself just as before. On the other side, extend the right arm, bring the hips gently to the left, relax the head, the neck, bring that side body stretch, and some stretch on the shoulder, on the left shoulder. For 3, 2, and 1. Slowly walk back with the hand. Inhale, bring the left arm up, and exhale, come back to the center, resting for a moment in child's pose. Good. We're going to now move into some hip opening exercises to maintain that openness on the hips. Remember, if you cannot place the foot on the floor directly, you can place a pillow underneath, otherwise maintaining the leg on the floor. We're gonna work in some hip openings and forward folds. Remember, if you feel you are too stiff for this, we can place a few pillows or a pillow on our bum. When we're higher on our hips, it's going to be much easier to fold. At the same time, it's going to be much easier for the hips as well. Okay? So first we're going to inhale Walk with the hands forward. On the exhale, gently allow the body to drop. We don't have to go too deep here. It's just a passive hip opener forward fold. Maintaining deep inhalations, remember long and slow exhalations. Two more breaths. And one. Slowly inhale, come halfway. On the exhale, we're gonna move to the right leg. If it's the leg that is okay, you may be able to grab your foot, otherwise you can grab the leg. Inhale deep. On the exhale, try to go down. Gently. Try not to force. Here, especially if your foot is on the floor, try not to force, otherwise your foot is gonna ground, it's gonna try to press down, and then some pain may come. So try to go quite gentle, especially here in this exercise. One, slowly inhale, come back to the center, and exhale, go down to the other side. Good. Slowly inhale to the center, and exhale, we're gonna bring both legs together. We're gonna go now for a closed leg forward fold, okay? Here, remember, as I said before, if you can place both feet on the floor, that's great. Otherwise, you can place the foot that is on the cast on top of the other foot, okay? To create less tension on the floor. We're gonna go for a forward fold again, quite passive. You don't have to go super deep into this one. You can just release into it. We can grab with the hands the legs. If you reach to grab the foot, you can also grab the foot. We're gonna inhale deep. Focus on lengthening through the spine. The chest tries to open. On the exhale, we're gonna try to release down. Inhale to lengthen through the spine, chest open. Imagine the chest goes forward towards the foot. On the exhale, going a little bit more down if we can. Remember, if we are here, it's completely fine. Just allow the body to release, and on the exhale, try to lengthen through the spine. Creating the spine flat, then on the exhale, release. Last few breaths here. For 3, 2, and 1. Slowly come back to the center. Release the legs. And we're gonna come back down to the floor. Okay. When we have any issues on our legs, especially on the foot region, it's always good to maintain the feet high for a little while. That's why the doctors always say to place the foot up, because the fluid wants to come back down. So we have different options here. We can come into different versions of shoulder stand. The easier version, okay, that I would always recommend if you're not very comfortable, you can just bring the legs up. And we're gonna hold here for about 10 to 15 breaths, deep and long breaths. Make sure the legs are strong, the quads are engaged. We want to make sure the body is engaged. We are not just hanging out here, we're actually working on those muscles. If you feel comfortable here and you want to take it a little bit deeper, you can always come into a shoulder stand position. Okay? Making sure the shoulders are pressing strongly down on the mat, the elbows are pressing down. Trying to create that one line in between the toes and the chest. Making sure the legs are strong.
Remember, as soon as you feel tired, you can also come back down. You don't need to stay up mandatorily for the 15 breaths, but ideally. Or you can also go into the previous variation. Inhaling through the belly and through the nose, deeply, slowly. Last 3, 2, 1. Slowly to come down, bring the legs gently back down. Palms on the floor. And allow the bum to drop when the bum is on the floor. Slowly bring the legs down. And we're going to release here, relax here a little bit. You can bend the knees. Try to get the benefits from the pose. Especially, we may feel a tickling sensation on our foot, the one that has the cast. As all the fluid is going down for a period of time, for a period of time, sorry. We may experience how when we bring the leg back down, it's kind of like that fluid that was on the foot is down and then slowly is coming back in. So we may feel a tickling sensation there. Maintaining deep and long breaths, remember. And we're gonna now get into the last part of the class, which is the relaxation part. Here we don't need to get into a full Shavasana, especially if our foot is hurting. If we do so, we can stay with the knees bent. We can release the arms by the side with the palms facing upwards, or if we prefer, place the right hand on your chest or the left hand on your belly. Remember, you can either have the legs wide open sideways, or if you prefer, you can have the knees bent. As soon as it's comfortable for you, then it's okay. And here we're going to try to focus mainly on our breath and on that area that we have injured. We're going to try to take a deep inhalation, imagining we're bringing oxygen into that area that we feel the pain or the tension. And on the exhale, very slowly through the belly and through the nose, we're going to imagine how that tension is going away, that pain is slowly fading away. It's kind of like a visualization process here. Inhaling to oxygenate that area, and exhaling to take out all the toxins, everything that we don't want from it. Making sure our inhales and our exhales are long and slow. Seeing if we can make them longer every time. Feeling how every single part within our body is relaxing. On every exhale, we feel more and more how the body is melting down on the mat. trying to release the tension in our facial muscles, our neck, our shoulders. And very slowly we're going to start to drop the awareness on our breath, allowing our breath to happen naturally, effortlessly. Just observe yourself laying down on the mat, completely relaxed.
Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please hit on that like button below and subscribe to my channel. Also, if you have any questions or if you'd like to see another episode of Yoga for Injuries in a particular area, just comment below and I will try to make it happen as soon as possible. Again, thank you so much for watching. Namaste.